small because you start dating people and dealing with people because you at least know that they're like, I think the main concern is like now is like money. And this person that I'm dating has money. So I at least know that that's not why they're dealing with me.
Oh, because you comfortable is like they got their own bread. They ain't, they doing
So
their own.
that's what it comes to. Because if it's like the average Joe, you're like, are you using me like for my money, or like, are you using me for fame, clout, which we see happen quite often. And especially with the story that we're about to speak about regarding Adam
Whew,
Levine.
man, yeah, like yeah. Shout out to Adam Levine, my poster child for doing too much.
And not
Um,
enough at the same time.
yeah, like okay, you should going back to what you just your statement earlier. Where's your burner account to be talking to these women?
You know, it's interesting. There's, because probably part of it feels like, they're wondering. I mean, in this day and age, like they, of course, that person, it takes nothing for them to, even do like an Insta, like we FaceTiming on Instagram to know that you're really talking to me, right? But I believe that maybe it's some sort of thrill behind it. There's people have their
And the
little,
power, it's the power thing too.
it's the
Like, yo,
power
I'm fucking
thing.
Adam Levine, motherfucker.
Yeah, and I'm Adam Levine, and I'm sliding in your DMs. And this woman alleges, Adam Levine is a Pisces, by the way. His
Emotional.
wife, that was a Victoria's Secret model. She's modeling other stuff. She is a Taurus.
Oh, she finna fuck him up.
So that's how I feel. And she's currently 3 months pregnant.
She gonna
Bahati
fuck him up.
Prince
She gonna
Louis.
fuck him up.
And if she wasn't pregnant, I feel like she would. She would fuck him up. And the interesting thing about it all is like, niggas gonna nig. Let's just keep it a buck. Niggas are gonna nig. My mindset, and I'm not victim blaming or victim, side chick shaming.
No, this chick is all out of box.
We getting there. We getting there. I don't understand. She's alleging that they've had a relationship for about a year. She has shown flirty messages. Of course, he's saying this is not true. He said, had he crossed the line with sending inappropriate flirty messages to women, absolutely. There are 4 women that came forward and said that they had conversations. One of the girls said that, I don't even think she answered it, but he erased the message. He hit unsend on it. Now, I did see that. So
How did you get somebody unsend something? Like, did she screenshot it before you unsent it?
So she screenshot the message because it was still on her, which was weird. It was still on her request, and it was from him, but the message was now gone.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah. So what's funny is, I think we all miss the days of, we know people have affairs. We know people flirt. We know people do shit and they go too far sometimes. But I miss the days when people used to do shit in private. And if it came out, you'd be like, what? Nah, no way, right? We talk about this all the time. We got to bring back shame. Like, shaming people has to make a comeback. Because yes. In my mind, so you're saying that this man, crazy kicker, asked you if it was okay to name his 3rd child that's on the way after you. Her name is Sonia.
I mean, no. Now I will give it's dirty as fuck, but this name Sumner is kind of dope.
I don't give a fuck if it is the greatest name.
He was dumb to not even say. He should have just not said nothing.
He shouldn't.
He should just name his kid Sumner and just kept it pushing.
He had to say something because once the name was announced, it was gonna come out.
No, if he was smart, I would have shut down my Instagram, shut it down, and it sends all. Unless she, because she didn't. And I'm just wondering, did she capture these DMs before the Sumner thing, you think, or after the Sumner thing?
It's a whole TikTok about it. You gotta go.
Well, no, I'm thinking that I don't think she captured it before he sent the other message. So if I shut down the Carter,
that's a different girl. That's a different girl.
Oh,
the main chick, the Sumner chick, is the one who's saying this. She's saying that's a conversation that they had.
Right. But I'm saying,
but
yeah,
the mess.
But does she have all the other text? She had all of the messages from him that they were flirting with those, right?
Apparently they were in a relationship. So who knows
right.
what
so
was
if you
happening.
shut down the Carter, no, you got to see what I'm saying. You got if you
I
gonna
get
do
what
some
you're
foul
saying,
shit,
but what if that was a verbal conversation?
Well, no, she said it was a message in the TikTok. She said he sent her a message saying, "Hey, what do you think if I name my kid after the Sumner?"
Oh, I thought that
I'm not playing. No, he sent a message. I'm not playing. I'm not kidding. He should have shut down the Carter.
Of the day, at the end of the day,
this is why you shouldn't be in DMs of random girls on IG.
At the end of the day, this is people have to understand the concept of an NDA. I don't care who you are.
Shout out to my boy Derek Jeter, the All-American hero.
NDAs.
All-American hero, Derek Jeter.
You better listen to Beyonce. Take a page out of her book. Jay-Z, them NDAs are so. We have speculations because of whispers, but we can't confirm that to be true because the NDA is so tight. The interesting thing about it all is that what happened where you felt like he pissed you off, where you had to come to the internet about it?
Well, she claimed that somebody was going to expose the text messages that because she screenshot it and was trying to show her friends, and they were trying to sell it to a gossip column. I think she's just trying to get attention.
Why would you do that? But if you know, we've all on some level have interacted with a celebrity.
Yes.
In my mind, I'm like, oh, this is cool. Maybe I might share with like certain friends that I know could be tight-lipped. But if I know that this person can't hold water, I'm not sharing that information at all. So there's a certain way that you have to go about moving.
And it's a certain part of them that probably knew that this type of person that was in this text group or that she sent it to would be on some bullshit. Like almost like I'm setting it up so I can have like a dirty glove. Oh, I only did it because I knew Chris was going to send it to, but I knew Chris was going to do it so I can have a reason to expose it.
Yeah. And that's the weird thing. I'm like, so because you thought again somebody was going to, we don't know if that paperwork was signed, you thought you would jump the gun on it?
Yeah, man.
And then you
she was like, yeah, I was manipulated. I'm like, she was like, yeah, I was so young. I was like, that was last year. What do you mean? Like you were so young?
It makes no sense, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I miss the days where we didn't hear from side chicks.
Man, I miss the day. Straight up, Diane Carroll and Sidney Poitier had a 9-year affair. We didn't find out about that till she wrote her book in like 2006.
Yep. and so I think
Sidney Poitier probably forgot all about it. He didn't have dementia. He was like, "Who the fuck was Diane Carroll?"
Yo, so I forgot that Sidney Poitier had died like either late last year or early this year until I watched the Emmys the other day. Yeah, shout out to Shirley, Ralph, and Quinta, by the way.
Yeah, for the
I forgot. Yeah. And I was like, nah, he died. That was a few years ago. And then
it was during COVID, wasn't it? Or was it early this year? It was early this year, right?
I can't remember.
Let me see.
It wasn't, but I forgot. I thought.
Yeah, because the whole drama with it was the beginning of this year. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't during COVID. But the whole gangster thing with Sidney Poitier and her is this nigga, he ain't shit though, just like a nigga gonna be. I love Sidney Poitier, but from Diane Carroll's account, they were supposed to divorce their people together. She divorced her husband. He said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna stay."
Nigga shit.
That's what
nigga shit.
Now, I mean, this is only from her account, so we don't know. But I'm just saying.
Listen, I ain't never leaving a nigga till the nigga leave his bitch first. Okay, like make it make sense. Like It ain't no
Look,
if you leave
and he's
her.
so gangster
Because
now.
see, but that's what Destiny Child had it right. If you leave her, I'll leave him. We'll pack our bags and don't say a word. But they said if you leave her, that means if you go first, then I'm a cut him off as well.
Do they literally have on his thing that Diane Carroll is when it was his partner for 7 years, and it overlaps with his wife?
I mean that is factual.
Yeah, yeah, it's a part of your
He,
timeline.
he didn't. He never. I don't think by that time. I think by that time he was still in his right mind. But I feel like if that wasn't true, somebody, a spokesperson, would have came out and said that is not.
And you know what? On the real, they were together from 59 to 68, 9 years. So, but and a part of him probably was like, man, I was on some bullshit, man. It's all good. Like, I did do that shit. I mean, I was on that. Like,
Yeah.
at some point, especially if you a stand-up dude, at some point, even if you're on your fucked up shit, you just gotta stand on it and be like, no, she right. You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Like, yeah, that's what happened.
So interesting thing about the Adam Levine situation is
Yes.
that his wife, they're like working through it, and she wants to stay together, of course, because she's pregnant. This is her third child,
Mhm.
by this woman, and I'm just interested to see how this is gonna play out after she gives birth.
Like, is she like I'm out?
Yeah, if once the baby is out, she's like, shit, I can really think, and I don't have pregnancy brain. I'm out. Because Tauruses, like for a long time, and it might not be. She might be able to get the last laugh because she might move as if this is water under the bridge. This is, oh, you said you didn't cheat. You said you crossed the line, flirting, having inappropriate conversations. But she might get, just dip out on him one day. Like later down the line, I could see that happening. Like Taurus is a little bit, though they're a little bullheaded.
Mm-hmm.
They're calculated. They're slightly calculated a little bit.
Okay, so hold on. We're gonna go back to Sidney Poitier did reply.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, but it's not nothing. He didn't say nothing crazy. He just said, according to Poitier, their relationship ended because he wanted to live with Carol for 6 months. So he did divorce his wife, but a little bit later on. But he wanted to live with Carol for 6 months without her daughter present, so he could not be jumping from one marriage straight into another. She refused. That's his claim. So he didn't say it didn't happen. It's not like he getting caught up in the semantics. Like, no, we didn't break up. We kicked it for 9 years. Like that part's fact. The reason we divorced, that we didn't get to marry, is because of this. No, all the other shit she's saying is right, but we ain't gonna talk about that. The reason we didn't get together is not because of that. Yes, we were cheating together. For 9 years.
That's a long time.
But you could do that back then.
You could. And nobody,
they actors, and you could literally, in those days, you may not talk to your spouse if they have a job like that you could at least not talk to them for a week.
Yeah.
And not trip off of it because he's on the set, he's 2 or 3 hours behind or before or whatever time zone, they getting off. It ain't no answer machine. You didn't pick up, know. It's just, timing. He can sit down, scribble a letter out, and then be laying there with Diane Carroll, and then send that bad boy and be laying with her, and nobody knows nothing. And same thing with her,
baby. Like, and this fool's so stupid. He hasn't even turned his comments off.
Wait, no, he's doing the full like.